Welcome friends. Today we are going to discuss about new poem, that is the Inchcape Rock 2.3 from our textbook. First of all, we'll have discussion about icebreakers. There are icebreakers which get information of your knowledge. First of all, there is question: prepare a word register related to marine life. Okay, what is meant by word register? That is, the word is given there, and you will have to find out the related words. For example, there is home. Okay, and so you have to find out the word register means the related words. That is, we can say gate, bedroom, hall, TV table, kitchen, all these things. That is, all words are the related words. They are called the word register. So now here the sailor, this word is given there. Okay, the person who hires in the ocean, that is the sailor. And so the related words are, the words have been given here. The mariner is related to sailor, ship is also related to sailor, boat, kneel, wheel, deck and sail. These are the related words, and so it is called the word register. The next one, the functions of lighthouse. Do you know lighthouse? This is a term which is used in the sense of ocean. It is a large ocean. We can say that is a voyaging in the ocean. That is the sailors don't know about the problems, about the disturbance, about any, that is, accidental places, or there may be the problem of direction also. And so suppose they want to go to particular place, but just as when we travel on the way, on the road, at that time there are the boats, there are the villages, there are some different types of signs and signals to make us aware about the place where you are going. But in the ocean, there are no houses, there are no buildings, there are no temples, there are no, that is a board. How can you go to the different places? And so there are some, that is, we can, so there are such types of indicators which are called the lighthouse. And so the lighthouse, what is the function of lighthouse? That is to show the direction, to warn of the danger or the navigation, that is the direction. So in this way, so there are some lighthouses in the ocean. Okay, then next one, that is, we will discuss about the poet. The poet Robert Southey, his life duration is from 1774 to 1843. He was born in Bristol, which is in England. He was the son of a dropper, educated at Westminster School and Balliol College, Oxford. He has taken his education in Oxford City. That is, he was a poet, laureate of England. What is meant by the laureate of England? Which is the, we can say, award is given to the people, the person who are the talent person, the persons who are very respected persons. They have given such types of, we can say, the award. And so in Marathi we can say that is Rajkavi. England मध्ये राजकवी अशी पदवी दिलेली असते. And so now see, he has written some short poems like The Scholar, The Battle of Blenheim, Bishop Hatto, and the Inchcape Rock. And Inchcape Rock is very, very popular. Now see, let's know about the Inchcape Rock. Inchcape Rock is a ballad. What is meant by ballad? Ballad is a long narrative story. Long narrative. In the form of song. In the form of song. We can say That is just like when there is the birth anniversary of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. At that time, the ballad is sung there. That is, the story is told in the form of song. It is a long story. It is called the ballad. Okay, now see, it is the story of the 14th century about the Aberbrotho to install a warning bell on Inchcape, a notorious sandstone reef about 11 miles off the east coast of Angus, Scotland, near Dundee and Fife, occupied by the Bell Rock Lighthouse. Now see, this is a story about this person who is very kind person, that is about Aberbrotho, who has installed a warning bell on Inchcape. That is, there is a rock, there is a place which is very dangerous place for the ship, for the, we can say, travelers or the persons who are in the ocean. And so it is the accidental place. Whenever there is storm, the waves, there are the high tide, there is the high tide, there are the high waves in the ocean. At that time, what happens? That is, the ships are crashed to that place. And so, due to that reef, due to that rock, and so the people have lost their lives also. And so there is a person that is about Aberbrotho. has about Aberbrotho हा व्यक्ती आहे बघा. ह्या व्यक्तीने त्या समुद्रामध्ये असं एक ऍक्सिडेंटल प्लेस आहे. जसं रस्त्यामध्ये आपण रोडवर चाललो तर तिथे आपल्याला काहीतरी स्पीड ब्रेकर असेल, तिथे आपल्याला कुठेतरी बोर्ड लावलेला असेल, अपघाती जागा आपण म्हणतो की नाही, वाहने हळूच चालवा. समुद्रामध्ये काय आहे, कुठे घर आहे, कुठे बोर्ड आहे, कुठे स्पीड ब्रेकर लावणार आहे. तर अशा जागेवर मग असा एक खडक आहे की तिथे काय होतंय, ज्यावेळेस पाणी कमी असेल त्यावेळेस तो खडक दिसतो. ओके, इट इज विजिबल. बट व्हेन देर आर high waves in the ocean because of that storm, heavy storm, त्या टायमाला काय होत आहे, it is covered with the water आणि पाण्याने झाकला जातोय. And so the ships are crashed to this rock. And so many people, so many, that is the voyagers, have to lost their lives. मग हे लक्षात घ्यायल्यानंतर हा जो व्यक्ती आहे कोण, Aberbrotho, he has placed the warning bell so that the people can save from that place, they can go away from that place. तर अशा पद्धतीने ते एक लाईट हाऊस होतं, त्याने एक बेल तिथे लावलेली होती. आणि काय होत होतं त्यामुळे, whenever there are the high waves, it can touch the bell and so the bell is rung. आणि मग बेल वाजायची बघा. आणि बेल वाजल्यानंतर मग माणूस ते लोक प्रवासी सावध व्हायचे आणि आपले जहाज बाजूला घ्यायचे. And so he was inspired by the legendary story of pirate. That is, the pirate means robber. He was inspired by this story and who removed the bell on the Inchcape rock placed by the Aberbrotho. The poem gives us message that those who do wrong things will meet the due punishment. And so in this way, the poet gives us information about this story. That is, the whenever as you sow, so shall you reap. असं म्हटलं जातं. काय, जसं पेराल तसं उगवेल. At the same time, crime gets its own punishment. जर तुम्ही गुन्हा कराल तर तुम्हाला ती शिक्षा मिळणार. जसं पेराल तसंच उगवणार आहे. तुम्ही जसं कराल, सपोज तुम्ही जर दुसऱ्याला पडण्यासाठी खड्डे करत आहात तर तुम्ही त्या खड्ड्यात पडू शकता. Just as we can say that he digs a pit for others but falls into the same. दुसऱ्यासाठी खड्डे करतो पण तोच त्यामध्ये पडत असतो. तर अशा पद्धतीने म्हणून वाईट कृत्य करणाऱ्या व्यक्तीविषयी इथे माहिती दिली आहे. At the same time, there is comparison between the two persons. The number one is Aberbrotho and second is the Ralph Road. And so these are the two persons, and the two persons are, that is, we can say, they stand for the good behavior and the bad behavior, good conduct and the bad conduct. At the love, we can say, that is the passionate person, the person who is who has a helping nature. This one is there, and another one is that is the person who has the sinful work, who does the sinful work, who is very jealous person, and so he that is cut the veil from that place. So in this way now see the such type of information is given here. The poem is didactic poem, that is it gives us moral information, gives us message, that is as you we can say so is as you sow so shall you reap. आणि म्हणून अशा पद्धतीने ही कविता आपल्याला मार्गदर्शन आहे. It gives the moral information about the bad person, about the good person. Okay, the kind-hearted person, that is about our water, and the person who is the sinful work, the person who has the bad conduct, the person who is the jailer, that is the gal rover. So in this way त्या दोघांच्या विषयी इथे माहिती आपल्याला दिलेली आहे बघा. आणि म्हणून जे काय म्हटलेलं आहे बघा, नाव this is the poem. Okay, and here information is given about that is this is the Inchcape. Now see, look at the picture. Okay, here this is the ocean, and in the ocean there is a reef, that is the rock is there. Whenever the water level is low, at that time it is visible. It is visible, but when there is storm, the water there are the high water waves. At that time it is covered with the water, and no one can see that, no one can get the information about that danger, about that place, and though the ship is crashed and accident took place. Okay, in this way. And so here this is the first stanza of this poem. Now see, the poem is very long poem, nearly about 17 to 18 stanzas are there. This is called ballad. Ballad means a long narrative poem in the form of song. ही जे मोठी स्टोरी असते ते गीताच्या रूपात सांगते. तुम्हाला जसं म्हटलंय की जे शिवाजी महाराजांची जयंती असते तर त्यावेळेस पोवाडा गायला जातो. त्या पोवाड्यामध्ये काय केलं, पोवाडा गातात पण ती स्टोरी असते. काय असते, स्टोरी. आणि ती स्टोरी गीताच्या रूपात सांगितली जाते. ते पोवाडा, त्याला पोवाडा म्हणतात. आणि म्हणून याला बॅलड म्हटलं. इंग्लिश मध्ये काय म्हटलं जातं, बॅलड. आणि म्हणून ती छोटी स्टोरी नसते. Now see, this is the beginning of the poem. No steer in the air, no steer in the sea. The ship was still as sea could be. Her sails from heaven received no motion. Her keel was steady in the ocean. काय म्हटलंय बघा इथे, no steer. This is the background. बघा इनिशियल काय आहे. This is the, we can say, the situation, the atmosphere of the ocean. There was no steer in the air. हवा शांत होती. म्हणजेच काय, वारा नव्हता. There was no steer in the sea. If there is storm, if the fast moving air is there, wind is there, at that time there may be the waves. The waves have the height. Okay, the high waves create there. And so now see, this is the atmosphere is given there. Very silent atmosphere is there. There is no wind, fast moving wind is there, and so there is no steer. Steer means movement. Okay, कोणती हालचाल त्या समुद्रामध्ये नसते, वाराही नसतो. The ship was still as sea could be. The ship was very still. आणि त्या समुद्रामध्ये असणारा जहाज अतिशय शांत असं बाहेर गेलं होतं. ओके, देर आर नो स्विंग. त्याला कोणतेही हलकावे किंवा धोका मिळत नव्हता. Her sails from the heaven received no motion. No motion. कोणत्याही प्रकारची गती त्याला मिळत नव्हती. त्याचा प्रवास चालू होता. ओके, इट वॉज सेलिंग. देर वॉज नो मोशन फ्रॉम द हेवन म्हटलंय. कोणत्याही प्रकारचं त्याला धोका नव्हता. कोणतीही हालचाल, कोणताही वारं जोरात त्याला हेलकावे वगैरे मारत नव्हतं. आणि सो हर कील वॉज स्टेडी इन द ओशियन. कील तिचा मागचा भाग, राईट. तो मागचा भाग आरामशीर हळूहळू काय होता, त्या पाण्यामध्ये व्यवस्थित चालू होता. बघा, दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टांजा. नाउ सी, the first stanza describes the poem, the calmness of the sea. Now see the calmness of the sea. समुद्राचा शांतपणा. The air, the sea and the sea always stay. प्रत्येक गोष्ट शांत आहे. हे कशाचं प्रतीक आहे बघा, मनात कोणतीही वाईट गोष्ट नसण्याचं प्रतीक आहे. एकदम शांत वातावरण, सगळं एव्हरीथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन वेल. प्रत्येक गोष्ट चांगली चाललेली आहे याचा अर्थ असा होतो. And the sails of the ship were getting no motion from the wind. कोणताही मोशन नसणार. ओके, कोणतीही गती नाही अशी कंडिशन इथे समुद्रामध्ये सांगितली होती. अँड सो हिअर This is the first stanza. Okay, now see the first stanza here. That is the poetic devices have been also used here. After that, in the next period, we will see the repetition. Now see, ते पहिल्या काय केले तुम्हाला पहिल्या ओळीमध्ये रिपिटिशन बघा वेगळ्या फॉन्ट मध्ये तुम्हाला दिलेला आहे. तर स्थिर, नो स्थिर इन द एअर, नो स्थिर इन द एअर. स्थिर स्थिर शब्द दोनदा आलाय बघा, आलाय दोन वेळा आला. इट इज कॉल्ड रिपिटिशन इन इंग्लिश. इट इज द फिगर ऑफ स्पीच. कोणता अलंकार आहे? रिपिटिशन अलंकार आहे. व्हेन द वर्ड इज रिपीटेड इन द सेम लाईन. एखादा शब्द काय पुन्हा पुन्हा त्या कवितेमध्ये दोन किंवा दोनापेक्षा जास्त वेळा रिपीट झाला, इट इज कॉल्ड रिपिटिशन. दिस इज फिगर ऑफ स्पीच. That is the poetic device in here. Then the sheep was as still as he could be. इथेही पुन्हा अलंकार होतोय बघा. As still as still as चा a आणि पुन्हा as चा a. When that is when the word more than two, that is the word two or more than two words begin with the same sound. Begins with the same sound. मग तो कॉन्सोनंट साऊंड असेल, बरोबर की नाही? सेम कॉन्सोनंट. जसे बघा सेकंड पॅराग्राफ मध्ये तुम्हाला दिलेला आहे सेकंड स्टांजा मध्ये साइन अँड साऊंड काय आहे? सेम कॉन्सोनंट साऊंड आहे. काय आहे? सेम कॉन्सोनंट साऊंडने काय झाली आहे आपली कवी ते दोन शब्द सुरुवात झाले. इट इज कॉल्ड अलिटरेशन. दॅट इज टू और मोर दॅन टू वर्ड्स begin with same consonant sound. They are called alliteration. आणि म्हणून अशा पद्धतीने या कवितेमध्ये काय केलेलं आहे ते शब्द रचना वापरलेली आहे. नाउ सी द सेकंड स्टांजा. ओके, here without either sign or sound of their shock, the waves flow over the Inchcape rock. So little they rose, so little they fell. They did not move the Inchcape bed. Now see, this is the second stanza. हे समुद्र तुम्हाला तिथे दाखवलेला आहे बघा. ओके, काय म्हटलंय त्यांनी? विदाउट एदर साइन और साउंड ऑफ देअर शॉक, नथिंग. दे डोंट हॅव एनी आयडिया अबाउट व्हॉट विल हॅपन इन फॉर द नेक्स्ट मोमेंट. काही त्यांना कल्पना नव्हती, बरोबर आहे की नाही? एकदम विदाउट साइन. कशाचं साइन आहे? शांततेचं. इट इज व्हेरी सायलेंट प्लेस. ओके, इट इज द माइल्ड वेव, माइल्ड सी वेव. अतिशय मध्यम स्वरूपाच्या लाटा त्या समुद्रामध्ये होत्या. आणि विदाउट आयदर साइन और साऊंड, कोणताही साऊंड वेव्हचा, समुद्रामध्ये वेव्हचा साऊंड असतो की नाही, आणि तो साऊंडही येत नव्हता. द वेव्ह फ्लोड ओव्हर द इनस्केप रॉक विदाउट एनी, दॅट इज द हाय साऊंड, विदाउट एनी फास्ट मुवमेंट टू द वेव्ह. एव्हरीथिंग वॉज गोइंग ऑन वेल इन द ओशियन. ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी व्यवस्थित चालल्या होत्या. एक माइल्ड वेव्ह होत्या, म्हणजे लाटावर मध्यम स्वरूपाच्या लाटा तिथे वाहत होत्या. सो लिटल दे रोज, सो लिटल दे फेल. काय होते? अतिशय छोट्या छोट्या लाटा, अतिशय उंचावरच्या लाटा तिथे नव्हत्या, बरोबर की? सो लिटल दे रोज, सो लिटल दे फेल. हळूहळू उंच यायच्या, हळूहळू त्या पडत असणाऱ्या लाटा त्यांनी म्हटलेल्या आहे बघा. अँड दे डिड नॉट मूव्ह द इनस्केप बेल. आणि त्याला हाय नव्हती बघा, त्याला हाईट नव्हती. देयर वॉज नो हाईट to the waves because there was no storm. Okay, when there is storm there are the high waves, and so there is a fast moving wind is there, and the high tides are there or high waves are there, and at that time they touch to the wave. Okay, कोणत्याही प्रकारचं तिथे काय नव्हतं, वेगळं वातावरण तिथे नव्हतं. म्हणून काय म्हटलं इथे? The second stanza describes the mild sea waves. The waves were rising and falling so little that they did not make any sign or sound. Okay, the waves were gently flowing over the Inchcape rock without moving or ringing the bell, without moving. Now see here, here also in the second stanza, what is given? That is, the information is given about the waves. Okay, about the ocean. That is, what is the condition, what is the situation, what is the atmosphere of that ocean. And now see, and here now in the first line, sign and sound, two words are used there. Okay, what is similarity there? That is, a sign and sound, these are two words. which begins with the same consonant sound, yes sound. Here also yes sound. Okay, and when such happens, it is called the alliteration figure of speech. जे खाली दिलंय बघा तुम्हाला, अलिटरेशन अलंकार होतो, लक्षात घ्या. म्हणजे सेम साऊंड, साइन आणि साऊंड सेम कशाने साऊंडने सुरुवात झालेली आहे, त्याचं कन्सोनंट साऊंड आहे, म्हणून अलिटरेशन अलंकार होतो. आणि ते बघा इथे हे दुसऱ्या कलर मध्ये दिलंय, सो लिटल दे, सो लिटल दे, आहे की नाही. ओके, याला काय आलं, ही कन्स्ट्रक्शन आहे, वाक्याची रचना आहे. सो लिटल दे, सो लिटल दे, हे पुन्हा पुन्हा आलेलं आहे. इट इज कॉल्ड रिपिटिशन फिगर ऑफ स्पीच. आणि म्हणून रिपिटिशन हा अलंकार येथे झालेला आहे. त्याचबरोबर हे दुसऱ्या काय कलर मध्ये भरलेलं आहे बघा, रोज अँड फेल. रोज अँड फेल, these are two words. What idea do you have? What idea do you get when you read these words, rose and fail? Just like night and day, just like happiness and unhappiness. Okay, what do you get? Just like enjoying and boring. काय वाटते हे शब्द बघून, एकमेकांच्या विरोधी शब्द वाटतात. ओके, that is two opposite word. We get idea about the opposition. Rose, लाटा उंचावणे म्हणतो ना आपण, आणि फेल पुन्हा खाली पडणे. लाटा उंचावणे पुन्हा खाली पडणे हे एकमेकांच्या विरोधी वाक्य रचना किंवा शब्द रचना. दोन वेगवेगळ्या कल्पना तिथे मांडलेल्या आहेत. टू ऑपोजिट वर्ड्स आर, टू ऑपोजिट आयडियाज आर प्लेस्ड साइड बाय साइड, and so it is called antithesis अलंकार. आणि इथे antithesis अलंकार होते बघा, म्हणजे विरोधाभास. कारण दोन शब्द रचना, दिवस आणि रात्र आहे की नाही, सुख आणि दुःख आहे, आनंद आणि कंटाळवाणं जीवन म्हणतो आपण, तसंच हे राईज आणि फेल हे जे दोन शब्द आहेत ते एकमेकाचे विरोधी आहेत. म्हणून या इथे इंग्लिश अँटिथेसिस अलंकार होतो. तर अशा पद्धतीने नाउ सी, दिस इज द सेकंड स्टांजा, and then there is a third stanza. Here now see, the abbot of Abergotho had placed that bell on the Inchcape rock on a buoy in the storm. It floated and swung, and over the waves with warning. And now see the abbot Abergotho. This is the man. This is the man who is the man of kindness, that is, who symbolizes the kindness, who symbolizes the discipline, who symbolizes the person who has the good conduct. Okay, now see, Abergotho हा जो व्यक्ती आहे त्याच्याचं प्रतीक आहे चांगुलपणाचं, दुसऱ्याविषयी असं असणार, दुसऱ्याची प्रेम असणार, दुसऱ्यांना मदत करणार, दुसऱ्याच्या दुःखाची जाणीव असणार हा व्यक्ती Abergotho. ह्या व्यक्तीचे जेव्हा लक्षात आलं, हे that is get an idea about such type of accidents. What is the reason of accident? Why the accidents take place in the ocean? Okay, why the ships are crashed in the ocean? When does the ship crash? Okay, what time it crashed? And so here, when he got an idea, at that time he had placed the bell on the Inchcape rock. ह्याच्या खडक होता, हा जो खडकावर त्याने बेल लावली. आणि काय होते ते, ऑन अ बॉय इन द स्टॉर्म इट फ्लोटेड अँड सम. आणि ती काय होती मग तिथे, जसं जसं स्टॉर्म आलं, वादळ आलं, तिथे काय ती हलायची, इकडून तिकडे ती झुलत असते. स्टॉर्म, दॅट इज द स्विंग्स अँड सॉंग. ओके, ती हलत होती. अँड ओव्हर द वेव्स विथ वॉर्निंग रॉंग. And whenever, that is, the waves are high, at that time when the waves touch to the bell, at that time the bell is rung. त्या बेलचा आवाज यायचा. बेलचा आवाज आल्यानंतर त्या जहाजांच्या लोकांना समजायचं, oh, it's a warning bell, there may be some problematic situation, and so they goes away from that place. That is the voyagers, that is the sailors, get an idea about that place. Oh, it is the dangerous place because there is a ringing sound of this Inchcape bell. Okay, ह्या बेलचा त्यांना जेव्हा आवाज येत होता तेव्हा ते दूर जायचे. मग काय होत होतं, that is, the people go, whenever the sailors go away with their ship, with their boat, that is, they save their life from the accident. Okay, being crashed in the ocean. And so this is good work, and he has done good work. And so this person who has made very good work, who has done the work of helping others, okay, saving their lives. And so this is about the person. Okay, now see, in this way, here, this is the stanza. So that is the third stanza. In this stanza, the poet says that during the storm it floated on a buoy and ran widely swung by the high tide and give alert to everyone. It gives alert. दुसऱ्यांना alert करायचे. कशापासून? From the dangerous rock was there. Okay, be alert. There is dangerous rock. Okay, because of the high waves, because of the high tide, because of the storm, it is not visible to the sailors. And so at that time, due to this bell, due to this alert bell, the sailors go away and save their life. So now see here also there are we can say alliteration and climax. These both figure of speech are used here. Then next one, when the rock was hid by the surf's waves, the mariners heard the warning bell, and then they knew the perilous rock and based about of our boat. Now see, in the fourth stanza, what does the poet say? That is, when the rock was hid by the surf's waves, when there is high tide in the ocean, when there is a storm, fast moving wind is there. Because of this, there is the waves are high, tides are high, and at that time it is totally covered. That is, the rock is totally covered. No one can get the idea about that rock. आणि म्हणून काय म्हटलंय, पुढे ढकले जायचे. And the mariners heard the warning bell. जेव्हा जेव्हा जर त्या बेलच्या कडे जो काय जरी टाईड लागली त्याला जर स्पर्श झाल्यानंतर ऑटोमॅटिकली देर इज द साऊंड दॅट इज विच इज द साऊंड ऑफ द Inchcape bell, and so marinersला आवाज यायचा. And then they get idea about the danger, and then they knew the perilous rock. अरे, it is the dangerous rock there. Dangerous rock is there. Who can get the idea? That is the mariners. बरोबर नाही? त्या चालणाऱ्याला, त्या प्रवास करणाऱ्याला, त्या चालकांना ती आयडिया यायची आणि मग ते दूर जायचे. त्याची आयडिया यायची हाय टाईड आहे, इथे खडक आहे, बरोबर नाही? इट इज द व्हेरी डेंजरस रॉक and blazed about of ever also. Each and every, that is all the mariners, or we can say the sailors, they give the blessing to the about ever also. Why do they give blessing? Because this man has put the ringing bell there, Inchcape bell there, and so due to that bell, so many mariners have saved their life. Okay, otherwise they would have lost their lives. And so this good work has been done by the Abbot Aberthorpe. हे चांगलं कार्य कोणी केलेलं आहे? अबोट अबरबोथने केलेलं आहे, की त्याने बेल लावल्यामुळे कित्येकच्या प्रवाशांचं, त्या मरिनर्सचं, त्या सेलरचा जीवन वाचलेलं आहे. म्हणून प्रत्येक जण काय करत होता? याची कौतुक करत होता. ॲबटला काय करत होता? प्रेज करत होता, त्याची स्तुती करत होता, आशीर्वाद देत होता. And this is the thing which can gave the place in the mind of the, we can say, Ralph, that is jealousy creates in his mind. Jealousy arises in his mind. And so the fourth stanza describes how the bell guided the mariners in the bad weather. जेव्हा bad weather असेल तेव्हा काय होत होतं? मरिनर्सला गाईड केलं जात होतं, बरोबर नाही? आणि मरिनर्स काय होत होते? सावध होत असायचे लगेच, की आपल्याला काय आहे, यापासून आपण वाचू शकतो. The seamen could not see the rock as it stayed hidden under the high waves during the storm, but they could hear the ringing bell and went away from the perilous means dangerous. So the bell saved their lives. Then the seafarers blessed the abbot for good job. It was the good job done by the abbot. Okay, त्याच पद्धतीने आता alliteration आहे, पण पहिले personification पुन्हा इथे अलंकाराने दाखवलेलं आहे. काय? When the rock was hid by the surf, the mariners heard the warning bell, and then they knew the perilous rock and blazed above the surf. In this way, हे ज्या fourth stanza आहे त्यानंतर now see the fifth stanza. In this fifth stanza, the poet gives information about now see, when the rock was hit by the surf wave, the mariners heard the warning bell, and then they knew the perilous rock and blazed above the surf. The sun in heaven was shining gay. आनंदाचं वातावरण दाखवते बघा. It was the very happy atmosphere. Okay, the sun in the heaven was shining, and all things were joyful on that day. It was the day when the sun was shining in the sky. Everything was good. All things were joyful. There was no unhappiness. There was no any you can say the idea about the dangerous thing. Joyful on that day. The birds screamed as they wheeled round, and there was joyance in their sound. Now see, this is a stanza which gives information about the happy atmosphere in the on that day. एकदम आनंदी जीवनाची त्यांनी गोष्ट सांगितली तिथे. एकदम आनंदी वातावरण होतं. आकाशामध्ये काय होता? दॅट इज सन वॉज शायनिंग. हॅपीली शाईन होत होता. प्रत्येक गोष्ट जॉयफुल होती. आणि पक्षी बघा जेव्हा आनंदाने उड्या मारत होते, दॅट इज द सी बर्ड्स इज स्विमिंग. ते ओरडत होते, त्यांचा चिवचिवाट चालू होता. दे वर व्हीलिंग अराउंड, गोल गोल चक्रा मारत होते. अँड सो एव्हरीवेअर देर वॉज जॉयन्स. दिस इज द फर्स्ट stanza now choose. बघा इथे तुम्हाला स्क्रीनवर दिसत असेल काय म्हटलंय तिथे की दॅट इज द एव्हरीवेअर देर वेअर द बर्ड्स वेअर दॅट इज व्हीलिंग अराउंड. पक्षी उड्या मारत होते आजूबाजूला. सूर्यप्रकाश चांगला पडलेला होता. एव्हरीथिंग वॉज वेल. देर वॉज नो इंडिकेशन ऑफ एनी डेंजर. कोणती गोष्ट ते धोकादायक आहे किंवा दुःखाची गोष्ट तिथे वाटत नव्हती. अँड सो द फिफ्थ स्टांजा डिस्क्राइब्स a setting of natural elements like shining sun, a cheerful bird and atmosphere. कधी कधी वादळापूर्वीची शांतता, कधी कधी एखादी गोष्ट just like the bird किंवा animals give us indication of the danger असंही कधी कधी असू शकतं. बरोबर आहे की नाही? But shining sun, cheerful birds and atmosphere as it will generally happen before every disaster. On that particular bright day, everything looked joyful. The seabirds were whirling over the sea and sea, screaming in the joy. या पद्धतीने काय म्हटले बघा इथे की that is everything was going on well. The birds were whirling around and in this way, the fifth stanza gives us information about the natural elements like the sun, birds, and atmosphere. Okay, sometimes something happening before the disaster. एखादी गोष्ट घडण्यापूर्वीची गोष्ट असू शकते. तर अशा पद्धतीने हे ज्या गोष्टी आहेत इथे सुद्धा पर्सनिफिकेशन अलंकार सांगितला. The sea birds screamed as they wheeled around, and there was joyance in their sound. तर हे आनंद, दुःख हे मनुष्याच्या अंगी असणारे गुण असतात. हे कोणाच्या पक्षी आणि इतर घटकांच्या अंगी जेव्हा देतात त्याला हे चेतन गुणोक्ती अलंकार म्हटलं जातं. दॅट इज द पर्सनिफिकेशन अलंकार इथे म्हटलेलं आहे. तर या पद्धतीने टुडे वी हॅव सीन these 5 stanzas. That is the information about the silent sea. Everything was going on well. Okay, and then about that is the lighthouse where there was the buoyance. We can say there was the very dangerous place, that is the dangerous rock in the ocean, which can cause the problems for the mariners. It can cause the problems for the ships, ships can be crashed whenever there is the high storm. When there is the heavy storm, high tides are there, high waves are there, and so by seeing these things, there is a man who is a good-natured person, who is a kind-hearted person, who is a helping person, that is the abbot Abarbotab. He has placed the veil on that rock. Due to that veil, that is the mariners have saved their lives, because when there are the high tides or the high waves, and Immediately there was a ringing of the bell, and the people get, the mariners get the idea about the danger, and they go away from that place and they save their life. Okay, in this way, these are the 5 stanzas we have seen today. Okay, we will see in the next lecture the remaining part of the poem. We will discuss about the remaining part in the next lecture. Have a nice day. Thanks for joining.